it would appear we have another ARPG to look forward to. Hello everyone, and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're taking a look at another ARPG in development. That's right, these games continue to pop up and I absolutely love it. The title of this game is Carbon, and the developer is an indie studio titled Hardwired. Now, they personally reached out to me on my Action RPG Discord to see if this is a game that I could potentially want to cover. And I have to tell you, their pitch was perfect. They threw the line out there and they were reeling me in on the first sentence. I felt like Jerry Maguire, you had me at hello. They told me that this game that they are producing, this isometric action RPG, is Diablo 2 in between PoE. They want something in between PoE and Diablo 2, but in a sci-fi cyberpunk world. That's it. I am, of course, going to cover that. That's all you got to tell me. And you got me. You brought up the two big ones. You want something in between in that cyberpunk world. Perfect. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to say that this game's amazing. It doesn't mean I'm going to give it stellar reviews. Just like any other game, I'm going to give it my honest opinion. And it is very clear that this game is still early in development, but I still want to show everybody that we have another game to look forward to. All right, as always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to support smaller channels. All right. Let's jump right into this. Now what we're going to do is watch Dev Diary 22 together. Now this is the latest one that they've dropped. It gives you a good idea on visuals and enemies, combat, and even the inventory system. Now again, this is a game that is early in development, but it'll give you a generic idea of what they're going for. When we are done watching Dev Diary 22, I will then read to you the pitch for the story for this game. So you'll get an idea on visuals and an idea for the story. Okay. Let's begin. Carbon. Textured exoskeletons. They look good. Textured bio armor. Jacked. Laboratory. Inventory and items. This is actually my favorite part of the Dev Diary. See how the shadows and the lights beam off the armor? In the inventory screen, looks really clean. And then the details on the items showing on the character in the inventory screen, and then obviously transferring to the character in game. Detailed, like more detailed than games that I play that are 1.0. I like that. Mini boss. It's interesting that in the combat it shows like a huge sword. I don't know why I would think gun, something different other than a sword, maybe like a chainsaw, but again, early in development. I don't know if you caught that, but also when he was hitting the enemies with the sword, like their body parts are all over the place. He's cutting them in half. The movement on the drones look really, really good. You can notice that when they're targeting one enemy and they're stationary, they're actually kind of floating and bouncing back and forth, which is exactly what would happen, right? A sense of realism. Nice job. Get him. The name of the game is Carbon 2. If you're curious, it's for carbon-based life forms. That's why the name of the game is Carbon. Now let's learn about the story for Carbon. I'm not going to be making eye contact with you because I'm reading. Okay. Earth is gone. Abandoned. An accident during a terraforming research project rendered it a hostile place. Continents became overwhelmed with the mutation of nature, a new plague feeding on sources of energy covering the planet's surface. Life, augmented or otherwise, is no longer safe on Earth. Thousands of vast cities, post-apocalyptic settlements for Earth, evacuated survivors. A new home to the majority of mankind now orbit the darkened planet. Cities, once in the hands of democratic governments, are now controlled by corporations. Organizations of extreme power, hunting for the most precious resource, OGs. Technology and biological augmented humans, an endless source of profit. That's where you come in. You wake up in a black market laboratory amidst chaos, with no memory of how you got there. Were you carrying out experiments in this lab, or were you the one being experimented on? It won't matter soon either way. A battle between corrupt agents and mutants is raging, and you need to fight your way out. Welcome to the world of the future, where augmentations are an everyday part of life, corporations reign, and Earth is no longer the center of human life. Welcome to Carbon. A pretty cool story, right? Everybody's always focused on the end of the world now. I swear every week I read something about that, probably because you hear about it in the media all the time. Anyways, name of the game is Carbon, for carbon-formed life forms. It's been in development since 2018. They are going in between D2 and PoE, something in between there, in a sci-fi cyberpunk world, and you got to see the story, and you got to see the dev diary that shows off what scale of visuals they are going for. Now, I have to say, for a game this early in development, I really like where they're at. So far, I don't see any red flags. I don't see anything that's like, oh, that's not going to work. I am definitely going to be covering this game into the future. I am really happy that the developers of the game reached out to me so that I can put this game on my radar. I hope that we could stay in contact so that we can work together in the future. But that is the new game, Carbon. I am very curious what everybody thinks. Now, immediately when I saw this, I thought of The Ascent, but then I kind of looked up The Ascent, and they are absolutely polar opposite games, even though they might kind of look alike. They're not. I want to know what you think of this concept. Is there something they're missing? Is there something that you could give the development team for this game insight to make it better while they are developing it? Let me know in the comment section below. If you have not joined the official Action RPG Discord, please do so. We're right at 700 members, great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together, so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is in the description. Hope you all enjoyed this video and have a great Sunday. Stay home, stay safe. Do not forget to join the official Action RPG Discord. Aaron, out.